up, everybody? Welcome back to another Gear Gab. My name is Mark Hopkins. Thank you for coming back to the channel. And this is Jano Rix.
Hey.
Jano plays in a band called the Wood Brothers, and they're on tour. This is the first night of the tour.
Yep, night one.
Winter tour, and York, PA, which is 30 minutes from me, so that's amazing. So thank you for coming close to me.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
So we want to do a Gear Gab. So your setup has changed drastically since when I came down to record and we were hanging out. It's changed tremendously, because last time didn't you just have the Nord last time?
Maybe we were on a fly date and I had a Nord.
Okay.
So it varies, but it changes like day to day for me. I can't not do that. So.
Well, let's talk. Where do you want to start? Let's start with the kit. So
okay.
Tell me here. I'm gonna bring this. This camera is gonna be our up close on the kit. But you got an 18-inch? Is that an 18 or 20?
That's a 20
kick.
20 kick.
Why does it look so tiny? It's so compact.
I don't know. It has no front head. So the cool thing about that kick, well, I mean, I play it because I like the way it sounds.
Right.
Just this mic, actually. But this was my dad's, and this was in the basement when I was a little kid, and I just recently got it.
Okay.
And it makes me very happy.
Was that used on the new Father-Son record?
Might have been. I don't think so, though.
Okay.
My dad's over it. My dad's well over this kit.
Right.
I love this drum. It's actually sounding fantastic. But yeah, that's a 68 Slingerland weird single-headed kit they made. It seems like a one-off thing, because no one seems to have ever seen these before. Anyway, Tangerine Satin Flame.
It's beauty.
I grew up with those all in the basement.
Nice. How big was the kit that you grew up with?
Well, I mean, he had just a kind of standard 3 toms always set up, but that kit was the first thing he bought. His first, I think, big pro. I'm in New York. I'm gonna go to Manny's and I'm gonna get a kit.
Nice.
And he had 3 bass drums, different sizes. And in the 60s, 70s, he would sometimes use 2 bass drums, 2 different sizes, and it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 toms included in the set. And he sold it. He used it on Tommy on Broadway, so he sold
that makes sense.
everything in the kit except I found that in the attic and 1 tom.
Okay. So it's not like he was a huge Terry Bozzio fan or anything.
No. That was more me as a kid. I was grabbing all his gear. He'd come out down to practice, and suddenly I would have set things up everywhere.
Nice. All right, talk to me. So I've always known you as a big hi-hat guy. So.
Oh, you mean, large.
Is that a 17? What is
These, I think, are 18s. I've been using these for, I don't know, over a decade.
Okay.
Big hi-hats, are they still in? I think they're still in.
I think Steve Jordan and you are keeping them in.
They became a thing at some point. But I love this. And it's actually some no-name or cheap cymbal I got in a pawn shop underneath it. And I mean, if you really want to nerd out,
yes, please.
There's gaff tape in sections of it underneath to mute this. But what I like about them is they're not that loud, but also they're not just sloshy, giant hi-hats. They have I don't know how well these lav mics are going to pick up
That's all good.
stuff, but they have a nice attack.
Yeah.
And I really like playing the bell of them a lot, even as closed hi-hats.
And you have a lot of chick. I mean, they get a lot of chick when you're playing keys, when you're just using that as
Yeah,
keeping time.
yeah, that's really hard to find sloshy, or find large, deep, still with tack and a nice chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, if we want to geek out, I'm always tweaking everything. And this was originally for the shorter post. I wanted to be able to get my stick underneath to play the bell.
Oh, I see.
But also, I like when they're at an angle, they stop.
Yeah.
They don't go. There's
Yeah.
multiple ways to get them to do that. But anyway,
That's smart.
I like it.
All right, now, and then I know you're also a fan of trashy cymbals too. So tell
Yes.
me a little bit about these cymbals. This is I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Okay, let me give a plug to Chris Novi from Brass Lasagna. If you look up Brass Lasagna percussion, I didn't realize when he reached out to me that I had seen his stuff in like the hippest of hip drum shops like Nelson's in Nashville and stuff. But he takes old cymbals and he makes bells, and I wish I had the elephant bell he made me out here. But we talked on the phone. Really inspiring guy. He's like, "What would you want?" And I was like, "Well, I really like using this washboard, and I wish it had more tone. I would love." And anyway, we came up with the idea to make a cowbell that had. Oh, now I've given away the idea, so now it's going to be everywhere.
It's yours.
So I think he went for turning. Anyway, we talked about making a cowbell with ridges on it, and he just started melting down metal and working, and then different ideas came. And so this is a cymbal that's like half a washboard, but then he also made me a stack, which is like a handmade clap stack kind of thing. And I laid it on top of there one day, and it was awesome. And then I took away most of the stack, so it's like it lasts a little longer. It's really good. It sounds tremendously crappy just on its own, but yeah. And here's another just cymbal that came out of his stack that last tour, ended up on the cowbell, which I really like. I even like it just when I play the cowbell.
Yeah. God,
Yeah.
dude, you're so creative with this shit, dude.
I mean, it's just life is full of, I don't know, I wouldn't even call it mistakes, but like, what can I, not quite,
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why you got this gig, though, right? Didn't the guys like your kind of sideways approach to the kit and like how you were,
I don't think they even knew, but I was recommended by people, and I think the people who recommended me were like, yeah, I think this is your guy.
Do they love it when you bring in stuff? I'm sure they do.
Yeah, and it was, it's been a growth for me playing with them over the years to let it fly more and more. Like the stuff I used to do, I think it got beaten out of me after a while. Like when I was younger in my 20s, I would try to just show up and do what they wanted in the studio, and then after playing, every time I'd bring in something new, they'd be like, "That's awesome, do that." Like the first gig, they just hired me to play drums, but then I got there and I was like, maybe I could sing a little, and I sang with them. They're like, "Whoa, this works great." And then I brought out the shitar, and they were like, "Just play that." So like the first gig I played nothing but the shitar, so they couldn't be more open to it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So yeah, I try not to I recommend we all not hold back who we are.
Yeah, because it keeps things interesting and it makes it more fun for your audience to watch everything you're doing too.
I suppose so, yeah.
I mean, as a fan, and John can say the same thing, it's fun to watch you like when you come to these gigs. So, and then you got the Stanton Moore joint.
Oh yes, I have the Stanton Moore. I've been using this for years. Thanks, Stanton. Still got the Stanton Moore head on it that it came with all the pockmarks and everything.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. The way I use it, mic right on it. It's my floor tom. It's my only tom. Toms drive me nuts. I just love the way this decays without a lot of muting on it, just naturally. You can't hit it really hard. You can really hit it really hard. It just gives you like a slap.
Right.
So that's the only thing. It took me a while to get used to, like playing hard, but when I hit this, get that nice
thud.
Yeah, and decay on it. Doom.
Right. It has a tone. When you smack it,
Yeah.
it like decays way too quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it just comes.
It's gone.
Yeah, you choke it out.
All right. And then what about this guy?
Oh, this little guy.
A popcorn snare?
That's a
kinda?
popcorn snare. That's a Joe Montanari from, like the 90s. And this was actually, thanks Deitch.
Oh,
I
really?
borrowed this from him maybe in high school. We went, if you know Adam
Adam
Deitch.
Deitch?
Yeah, we grew up together, playing together. And I borrowed this one day, and it just stuck around. And then it was probably a decade ago, I called him. I was like, dude, I just found this snare. I never gave it back to you. And I'm using it. And he's like, just fucking keep it. You have to
They just
bleep that.
let us just put a new record out.
I just saw that. Yeah, I got to listen to it.
I got to listen to it too.
Oh,
All right.
So, yeah.
What
And-
about this guy?
That's a Crash of Doom. I was lucky enough when I was young. My dad was, and still is, a Zildjian guy, and I got to go to the factory, and they had like 50 of these, and I went through all of them obsessively. And this was probably the thinnest. You know, you can just bend this thing.
Oh wow. So this is that old. This is the original one you had?
Yeah, yeah.
Dang, dude.
It did crack here and here. I don't know if you can see. I did cut. It's my
Oh,
favorite cymbal. It's our engineers who runs our studio in Nashville. It's his favorite cymbal too.
Brooks?
Yeah, Brooks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably my favorite cymbal. I used to bring it. If I just bring one cymbal, I bring this. I'll do everything on it.
Yeah. It's got a nice wash.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All
There's a
right.
guy in Cincinnati, Xilo, I think you pronounce it, Xilo. It's worn off. Does it say? Yeah. No. Zilzo? I forget how he says it.
Oh yeah.
But he makes these cymbals, and he's got his own, just like a cymbal shop. And I went over there one day and got this. So that's just a really nice ride cymbal. I put a little. I don't like regular rivets, but for this one, I just like that one screw that I put in there.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Nice,
Okay,
dude.
so while we're nerding out, I
Yes.
also like to have two different like frequency rivet kind of situations. This has a washer and a brass jingle on it and another screw.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all just chase our own tones around the block.
Yeah, dude. I know that drill.
Chase our tails.
Yes, yes. But you would do all this tinkering yourself, right? Like this is not like your.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, some people, they make awesome stuff, and I just bought this awesome thing that goes on my snare drum. I'm gonna use it for the first time tonight. It's like a little guira.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, Jano, are you trying to like? Is some of this stuff like important for Puff of Smoke music? Like, are you trying to like get stuff that will keep you creative for the new music, or?
There's one. This was added when we get there, pretty much so I could play the song Puff of Smoke, because it's very B3 heavy.
Yeah.
And it's cool. Now it's become a whole thing. I mix it with the synth, with the analog synth sounds. But no, I think the studio and live are different things. I mean, the instruments I played in the studio on this new album, it's all over the place.
Really?
Some songs I just started on congas, like, and so it's all about the gestures. And once we're together, it's just like, how are we going to make these gestures live? Who's going to play that horn part? Because, you know,
Yeah.
we don't have too many. Those are the only other musicians we had on the record. I think it was horns, but yeah, we just have to make these gestures and get the song to come across. And we're not very happy playing anything like it is on the record. And it doesn't really, it's not the best way live usually to try to imitate that. I mean, you can do it, and then you can make it sound just like the record.
Right.
But what works in a different size venue, maybe the venue's really boomy. I don't know, we'll play a different night tonight.
And it's cool when it's stripped down and you're like, less is more,
Yes.
make the song speak
Yeah.
kind of thing, because you guys don't need all the frill stuff because the songs are so great. So it's like.
Often live
you know.
thing, we to create contour, we end up taking away things, say, from earlier in the song, because that just gives it change in contour.
Is there ever a moment in the studio when you guys are talking about like who's gonna do this part? Or they're like, oh, Jano's got it, like, and you're like, do I? Like, is there ever a moment when you're like,
That's exactly.
Oh,
That's very.
shit.
I will say on this record, you know, for those that don't know the Wood Brothers, the keys have crept in. I started just playing drums with the Wood Brothers, and then the keys started creeping in on the records, and then I'm like, oh, I could play a part here and there, and now it's become this monster where I play the two at the same time a lot, the cool thing is I can't play as much on either instrument then. And so now it's become like in the studio, they are definitely like, why don't you play keys and drums? And it's like we're just writing it that day, and I'm like, I do not have this together. I was definitely complaining in the studio, like, why don't I just do a drum take and play with both my hands, and do a piano take and play with both my hands, and they're like, nah, it's cool when you struggle.
Okay, I see how it is.
But it is cool when I struggle.
Well,
And
for people that don't
creatively.
know, like you said about the Wood Brothers, like, and you're downplaying your ability on this instrument, but like you're one hell of a keyboard player.
Well,
And I can attest to that because when we came down and you played B3 on that one track and we did that live, like I was like, we did it in one take and you crushed it. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
this guy is a pro. Like it's like you never have to worry about that. So these guys don't have to worry about you at all. So don't downplay your ability on this. Well, let's
But,
move over
yeah,
here
let's
because
move over
this
here.
is the this Rhodes. How old is this Rhodes?
I tried to find out by serial number at one point. I want to say early 70s. I forget exactly. 74, I thought.
Okay.
But I can't remember now. And I don't know my Rhodes that well. But yeah, I've had this one for a long time. I can't remember if this one was... Well, you did one with Gabe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One time my Rhodes got stolen out of his van in Brooklyn
Oh,
when
no.
we were young. I can't remember if this is the one he replaced it with. I think it might be. He was
great.
borrowing mine for a long time ago. Yeah, so...
give a little taste here. This
Yeah.
thing sounds
yeah, it's going through a PV Classic 30. It's pretty loud.
Yeah. Right over there.
That's my favorite amp combination for this that I've found. I've started with like old Champs and stuff. This one has some headroom. It has some beef, has some low end.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, breaks up nice. Really, I'm running it through this weird thing I don't think they make anymore. It's a new tube. It like brings out just a little bit of harmonics. It's not really distorting. That's meant to, this circuit is supposed to sag like power amp circuit.
Yeah.
I think I have that kind of off.
Yeah.
Anyway, it adds just this kind of brightness to the top end. That was little missing with the way I set up this Rhodes really warm, the way I have the tines and stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the only pedal I'm using it for an effect is the Hoof Reaper from Earthquaker. I freaking love this thing. This wasn't in the studio. I just grabbed what was around, and there was this groove I was playing, and we wrote the song The Trick around it. So and I played that with my feet and two hands. You can do all sorts of stuff because it's got an octave and it doesn't track. It gets funky with.
Yeah. Rubs a little bit. It's like a ring mod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can control how it, or I can have. It's like a ring mod, or I can play stuff that's not so dissonant.
It's like if you're monophonic, it's okay. And
Yeah.
then if you're polyphonic,
Yes.
it's like rubs a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that. Yeah, that's like a. And I won't go loud. I won't play full here, but.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What are you using the coloring box for?
Yeah, the color box goes on this guy. This is an Polybrute Arturia. So it's like a real analog polysynth. It is a brute. I feel like that's not enough volume. Something's a little up in the chain right now. Oh, here we go.
Is that going through the Classic 32 or?
This is going through an Alessandro. I forget the name, but Alessandro. He makes really nice, pretty boutique.
Derek uses
beautiful
those, right?
Derek
Yeah.
trucks. I think that's how we got in touch with him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so reasons I got this keyboard were I often have one hand. So I program everything so that I can really quickly change the sound with this ribbon controller and make it do things. So on this one, I can go from dark and I also use the aftertouch. So I can bend notes with one hand. It gives me stuff.
I always wondered how you were doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's rad.
We all want to be guitar players.
So do I.
I like bending notes into notes, you know.
Yeah, man.
And you can just make it ugly. And then that is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I actually use for this song. Woo! I gotta
Like a
say.
clav, yeah. That's killing,
Yeah.
dude. Killing.
I actually have never used a noise gate before I put this board together, but this shit gets loud.
Yeah.
So I run that on all the time. I actually really like it. And then I'm using the Memory Man on that. And so I can do stuff on the fly. You know, I can have fun.
Yeah, man.
A couple times a night.
Nice, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's the last thing in the chain
This is
there?
taking on a little bit of mids from
Oh,
that,
okay. So you've
from
got
that
that.
amp, because I like to crank the mid knob. The mid knob's like a gain knob, but then it fights with Oliver's guitar if we're both in that mid range. He's got an Alessandro too.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I like to scoop it it's the tiniest bit, but it helps, and then I crank the gain on there.
Okay. And then so with this thing, with the drawbar thing,
Yes.
can you give me a little puff of smoke, like how you're using it?
Yeah.
Because that line is so cool, that like pedal that
you.
you're doing.
So, let me just, I haven't seen if this is, okay, it's plugged in. This is good. Sounds a little low. Anyway.
Yeah,
But,
that's okay.
So what's cool is this is triggering it all the time. And, that's what it is. Okay. I know what's going on. So that the line is. So together, I want the amp to be louder. So just for now, I'll do that.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like I'm playing this like 16th note like. Yeah, a little more in the drums, but
Feels so good. And let's not forget the fact that you're also singing too. So people
yeah.
people don't know you're
Yeah,
doing all of
that's
this
true.
work
Yeah.
on stage and playing with all this fun stuff. And then you've got all of your auxiliary percussion stuff too that you're doing.
Yeah.
Man, it's just crazy. It's a fun place to sit, man. You kind of got the best seat in the house.
I do, and I get to use. I do now all the stuff I do. I kind of have brought it into the fold over time. So, and this is fun because I can combine. I can just combine, bring in the analog synth with this. So maybe I'm doing something like there's a song like.
Yeah.
But it's got the percussion from the organ.
Yeah.
And then if I want to, I can just like. Oh, I'm sorry. And I can.
makes that?
Oh, this is Viscount, V-I-S-C-O-U-N-T. You know, a lot of people, everyone makes a B3 clone. I really, actually like this one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. It
sounds great.
It's my favorite that I've played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah, it's
amazing.
cool. That's going through just an old Blues Junior
Oh, nice.
from I don't know what year. It's
Okay.
Oliver's.
I'll do a little pan over B-roll so people can see the amps, the guitar nerds on this channel. So.
Yes.
But man, that's it, right?
That's it.
Oh, and then the shitar. Which,
And the shitar. Do you need? Yeah.
I mean, this is just real quick, just because I know you guys got to get back to doing your thing. I don't
Oh
wanna
yeah.
take up too much time.
I'm not looking at the time, but yeah, shitar world. This is a whole part of this, couple parts of the set. Shoot, I do not have my shitar ring, and it's supposed to be up here. I'll give you a Guiro ring.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so I can't really play it without that. Do I have an extra? I don't.
Well, we
But
can just explain
I
what
would
it
be
is.
using my ring on the side here to get like a side stick. That's like the snare sound.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like another hi-hat-ish sound and grace note sound. This adds like snares and a little length to the cross stick snare
Yeah.
sound. You've got the kick drum there. You've got, and this is, can do like Guiro stuff on there, but
Cool, man.
yeah.
It's really cool.
Little open hi-hat, closed
Yeah.
hi-hat action. Yeah, can't really play it without the ring.
That's all good. Man, well,
Yeah.
Jano, super fun.
Yeah?
Super
good?
fun.
Did I?
Yeah, well, thank you
Did
so
I
much
answer
for...
some questions?
No, I mean, I just love nerding out about how you got all this stuff set up. And I mean, how long, here's my last question, is like when you were experimenting, especially for this tour and everything and putting stuff together, how many hours do you think you put into like figuring out how you were going to set your kit up?
Well, this live rig is a culmination of years and years of touring, and I just make adjustments and added things for the new record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Awesome.